Hello children, in previous lecture we have completed up to question number 28. Now I'll be starting with question number 30. So question number 30, what is given? First line, sold some rupees 100 shares paying 10% dividend at a discount of 25%. So in the first line it is given that a man sold some shares. We are not knowing how many shares. So suppose let the number of shares sold by him be X. We have taken number of shares sold by him as X. Now what is the market value? Face value 100, paying 10% dividend at a discount of 25%. It means market value is 100 minus 25% of 100. It means that will give rupees 75. So this is the market value. Now he is selling the shares. How many shares? X shares. At which price? 75 for each share. So when he is selling the shares, he will be getting the amount. So what is the amount he is getting? See, that is called sale proceeds. So what is the amount of sale proceeds? Number of shares X at which price? 75. It means how many shares will be sold? X. So what is the amount he is getting after selling? That is called sale proceeds, and that is 75X. Next, and invested the proceeds. Now he is having this amount. Now he is going to invest this amount, this 75X, in new kind of share. Which kind of share? See, in rupees 100 shares paying 16% dividend quoted at rupees 80. It means this amount is to be going to be invested in which kind of share? The shares having market value rupees 80. Now the shares are having market value rupees 80 for each share, rupees 80 for each share, and he is having total amount 75X. So what is the investment? We are having the investment amount he is going to purchase by which amount? 75X. So we can find number of shares purchased. So this will be correct. This will be his investment amount. He is going to invest. So what is the number of shares purchased? Number of shares purchased. So this will be investment upon market value. Correct na? Formula is number of shares purchased, investment upon market value. So that will give what? 3x upon 4. Correct? No, not 3x. This will give 15x by 16 divided by 5. So that will give 15x by 16. So this is the number of shares purchased. Now we have to see, and thus increased his income by rupees 2000. Increase in income means we have to calculate initial income, initial dividend by the shares, and final dividend, final income. So what is the initial dividend? Or here we can calculate final income. So what is final income? Final income means number of shares 15x by 16. Face value is again rupees 100. Percentage dividend 16%. Correct? Face value, percentage dividend. So what has come? 15x. So that will come 15x. And the initial income? Earlier what was the income? Earlier we have taken the number of shares as X, and here initial income. So initial income, number of shares X, face value 100, and percentage dividend is 10%. So that will give rupees 10x. So this is the initial income and this is 15x is the annual income. So what is the change in the income? So we can calculate change in the income. So change in the income will be change in income is equal to 15x minus 10x. This is the change in income, and in the question it is given rupees 2000. It means 5x is equal to 2000. So x will be 400. So how many shares he sold? 400 shares. Clear? So that question is completed. Now we are doing 31 and 32. So next question is 31. In 31, a man invests rupees 6,750 partly in shares of 6% at rupees 140 and partly in shares of 5% at rupees 125. If his total income is rupees 280, how much has he invested in each? Okay, so he has total 6,750. Okay, so next is, so first part, suppose first part he is investing rupees x. So what is the remaining part? 6750 minus x. So he is going to invest in two parts. First part we have supposed x. So what is the remaining part? For investment 6750 minus x. So first part he is investing at which price? At rupees 140, and second he is investing at rupees 125. Okay, so we have to calculate total income. Total income means first we have to calculate number of shares in each case. We have to calculate number of shares in each case. So what is the number of shares? First one, number of shares will be investment amount is x and market value is 140. Correct? Investment upon market value. Next case, here that will give investment amount is 6750 minus x upon 125. So this is number of shares, N1 N2 you can say number of shares. Now we have to calculate total income. Total income means first we will calculate income for this. So income for this means income number of shares x upon 140 into, in the first case percentage dividend 6%, face value is not given, it means we will take it as 100. Next one is, this is given, so 6750 minus x upon 125. Here in this case it is mentioned as 5%. Again face value is not given, so we will take as 100. Correct? So this is also income. 100 cancel. Now we can simplify. So that will give 25 and that will give, clear? So finally what is coming? So finally this will give 3x upon 70 and plus this will give total income we are calculating 6750 minus x upon 25 and equal to total income is given 280. So this is the final equation. Clear? Income on first kind of share. What is the first part to be invested? X, market value 140, percentage dividend 6%. So this is the income for the first share, first kind of share. In second kind, first part was X, remaining part to be invested is 6750 minus X. market value 125, so that will give number of shares, percentage dividend 5%, face value is not given, it means 100. So that will give 3x upon 70 plus 6750 minus x upon 25, that will give total income, and in the question it is mentioned as 280. So now next, what is the LCM of 25 and 70? So this is 25 and this is 70, so that will give correct. So finally I think that will come 25 and 14, 350 will come LCM, correct? 350, you can check. So LCM is 350. Now divide, that will give 5, so that will come 15x. This will come 14. So 14 into 6750 multiply, what will come? Correct. So 945, one more 0. So 94500 minus 14x is equal to 280. So this will give 15x minus 14x x plus 94500 upon 350 is equal to 280. Again we have to multiply 280 and 35, multiply, what will come? So 2835. Correct, this will come. So it means finally we are having x plus 94500 is equal to 980 and again 00. Why? 2 zeros are left. So finally x will be so finally x will be 98,000 and 94,500. It means 3,500. Correct. So one part is 3,500. Next part is, this was first part. Now second part. Six 750 minus 3,500. So that will come 3250. Correct. So that is your answer. Clear? Now next one. $32. Again same kind of question, but in this annual incomes from both the investments are equal. It means again we can take first part as 32, 20,304. So take first part as x, second part will be correct. First part investment is 8% premium. It means what is the market value? Market value for first case is rupees 50 shares at 8% premium. It means 50 plus 8% of 50, so that will give rupees 54. Second part, at 8% discount and face value is 25, so that will come 23, correct? So we are having market value as 54 and 23. So first we have to calculate number of shares. So for this, what is the number of shares? Investment amount X, market value 54, correct? Here investment amount 20,304 minus X upon market values. So these are number of shares. Now we have to calculate incomes, and both the incomes are same. So incomes are same. So first case, 9% rupees 50 shares. So this. So first income will be number of shares X upon 54. Next, 9% rupees 50 shares. It means 9% of face value, that is 50. Clear? We have to calculate both the incomes, and both the incomes are equal. So first income, number of shares X upon 54, then percentage dividend 9%, face value 50. In the second case, number of shares 20,304 minus X upon 23 into percentage dividend is given 8% rupees 25 shares. It means 8% of face value is 25. So both the incomes are same. Clear? Both the incomes are same. So first we can cancel 100 on both sides. Clear? Next, 25 into 2, 50 we can cancel. 9 into 2, 18 into 3 we can cancel. So these are the simple cancellation. Now what is left? So here it is left is X upon 3, but here nothing can be cancelled. So directly we can write what is left. So this is 20,304 minus X into 8 upon 23. So finally this will come 23X and this will come 24, correct? So multiply, so that will come, you can multiply. First this will come minus 24X, correct? 8 into 3, 24 minus 24X. Next one will be multiplied 24 into 4, 96. Then 72 and then 48. You can check. 24 into 4, 96. 72 and 48. So finally this will come 47X. Clear? Now we have to divide. So divide, that will give 487,296 upon 47. So first, so what is left? 1 7, so 0. So 172 means we can divide by 4. No, we can take 3. Correct? So after this we will take 3. So that will give 1. So 319, so that will be so this will be by 6, correct? So by 6 it will come 282. So 319 and 282. So that will come. So 376. So that will be by 8. It means 1036. So finally x will be, x will come 1036. So this is first part. So we can calculate second part. Second part will be subtract 20,304 minus 10,360. So that will give second part. Clear? So that was the question. Now we will discuss chapter test. So next we will discuss chapter test, question number 6. Chapter test, question number 6. Question is, a man has some shares of ₹100 par value paying 6% dividend. He sells half of these at a discount of 10% and invests the proceeds in 7% ₹50 shares at a premium of ₹10. So suppose earlier he had X shares. Suppose we have supposed earlier he had X shares. Now, so earlier what is the annual income for X shares? Face value is ₹100 paying 6% dividend. So initial annual income will be X into 6% of face value. 6% and face value is 100. So initially the income is 6x. For half of the shares, the income will be ₹3x, correct? You can take total income as 6x or half of the income. Why? In the preceding line, he sells half of these. It means only half of the shares are sold. It means X by 2 shares are sold at rupees. It is given half of the shares are sold at a discount of 10%. Face value is 100. Discount of 10% means 100 minus 10, that is ₹90. So it means what is the sale proceeds? Whenever you are selling, whenever we are or you are selling the shares, so we are getting some amount after selling the shares. So what is the sale proceeds? X by 2 into 90, so that will give ₹45x, correct? So that will give sale proceeds. Now this amount he is going to invest in 7% ₹50 shares at a premium of ₹10. So this 45x. So this ₹45x is going to be invested at the rate of rupees 50 shares at a premium of rupees 10. It means third line, see, he sells half of these shares at a discount of 10%. After selling at a discount of 10%, what is the amount he is having sale proceeds? 45x. Now this amount is to be invested in the shares rupees 50 at a premium of rupees 10. It means at the rate of rupees 60. This is correct for each share. For each share. See, understand this. Rupees 45x. This is the total amount he is having to invest. He is going to invest in the shares of market value rupees 60 each. So what is the number of shares he can purchase? Number of shares purchased. So total amount to be invested 45x. For each he is going to invest 60. So that will give 3x by 4. This is the number of shares purchased. So next, this transaction decreases his income from dividends by rupees 120. It means we have to compare initial and final income, and since it is given that this transaction decreases his income, it means final value will be less, initial value will be greater. So we will take total. You can take total, or we can take for half. Why? This is only for half of the shares. So first we will calculate income, final income. So final income. So number of shares purchased 3x by 4. Face value is 50. Percentage dividend is given 7%. So that will come. Finally that will give 21x by 8. So this will give 21x by 8, that is final income. But remember, this is for half of the shares. This is for remaining half are as it is, but only for half of the shares this has been done. So initial income. Earlier what was the income? Initial income was 6x. Total initial income was 6x. We have calculated. Now since he is having the loss, income decreases, so initial income will be greater. So this is 6x minus. Final income consists of two parts. First part, that is half, 21x by 8. This is for first half, and second half is remaining same. It means we will take plus 3x. This is clear. Initial total income 6x, but only half of the shares are sold and remaining half are as it is. So for remaining half the income will be 3x, and for first half the shares for which selling has been done, that is the income 21x by 8. So finally what will come? 6x minus 3x. So that will give 3x minus 21x by 8, and difference is given 120. This understood? Or directly you can take like this also. Since only for half of the shares are sold, for half total is 6x, for half it is 3x, total is 6x, for half it is 3x, and remaining half 21x by 8. See, same will come, 3x minus 21x by 8. See, 3x minus 21x by 8. So finally that will come 3x by 8, correct, is equal to 120. So x will be 320. So first part, number of shares before the transaction 320. Number of shares he sold, half he has sold. This is first part. Second part, half he has sold. It means 160 sold, 160 left. His initial annual income from shares. Initial income, it means total income, that was 6x. So 6 and x is 320. So that will give 1920. Clear? So that will give your answer. Next, we can do one more question, that is question number 9. So question number 9. Person invested 20%, 30% and 25% of his savings in buying shares at par values of 3 different companies A, B, C. So suppose, find his savings. Let his savings be X. Savings be rupees X. So for first company A, for company B, for company C. In company A, what is the investment? 20% of his saving. It means 20% of X. In company B, 30% of X, his savings. And company C, 25% of. Clear? These are the investment amount. He is going to invest in company A 20% of X, 30% of X and 25% of X at par values. At par values means face value and market value both are same, and if nothing is mentioned we will take both as rupees 100. So we are having this investment amount. So you can simplify also. That will give X upon 5. This will give 3x by 10. This will give x by 4. So these are the investment amounts. Now he is going to invest first company, second company, third company. All are having market value as rupees 100. So first we have to calculate number of shares. So in this, number of shares will be x upon 5 upon market value 100. Here also 3x upon 10 market value 100. Why? X by 4 market value. Since the shares are at par values of 3 different companies and nothing is mentioned, it means face value and market value. When nothing is mentioned, face value is rupees 100. It means, and if they are at par, both are same. That is why we are taking. So that will give x upon 500 finally. This will give 3x upon 1000 and this will give x upon 400. So we are having, these are the number of shares of the 3 companies. Now we have to calculate total income. So for first one it is 10%. For A1 it is 10%. For B1 it is 12. And for C1 it is 15%. So how to calculate income? Income means first you have to take number of shares, correct? Number of shares into percentage dividend 10%. Face value is not given, so we will take 100. This is the dividend for company A. Number of shares x upon 500, 10% of face value. Next is number of shares 3x upon 1000 into percentage dividend 12% and face value is 100 plus C1 is number of shares x upon 400, percentage dividend 15%, face value is not given, so we will take it as 100. So these two hundreds will be cancelled. Clear? Now what is left? And total income is given. What is the total income given? 4675. So here we can cancel more. Yes, this is x upon 50 plus this can be cancelled as, so that will give 9x upon 250 plus that will give 3x upon 80, and this is equal to 4675, correct? X upon 50, 9x upon 250, 3x upon, so we have to take LCM. So finally you can make this as 250. Why? You can write 5x upon 250, correct? So this will give 14x upon 250 plus 3x upon 80 is equal to 4675. Now calculate the LCM. So 25, 250 and 80. So LCM will be so I think the LCM will be 2000, correct? So LCM will come to 1000. So that will give 2000 and 250. 8 will come. So 112x plus 80, 25. So this will come 75x is equal to 4675. Clear? So finally this will be 187x upon 2000. Clear? So now we can divide 187 4675. It will be divisible. 187 4675. So we have to divide. So that will give first 2 times. So 2 times that will come. So 467 935. So 187 into 5. It means 25 times. Okay. So that will come 25 times. So x will be 25 into 2000. It means 50,000 is the only calculation part. Rest is the general mathematics. So that is your chapter shares and dividends. Clear? We have done most of the questions. If any other doubt you can ask. Thank you.